Hey everyone, I just wanted to mention something quick about the debates and presentations that I often have in my classes. So, if you take an American foreign policy, national security, even empirical inquiry, we have these debates and presentations. What are we doing this for? Well, first, the debates make it a little more student centric in the courses. So, you not only do your debate, say, should the United States get involved militarily if China attacks Taiwan, but then you actually do a response video to someone else, and it doesn't have to be in your particular debate. So you can debate someone on the wall debate, on whether we should be supporting, that is the United States, the Ukraine after Russia's invasion, etc. So there's a broad spectrum of debates I put up in my courses. Now, how do you do these debates and presentations? This isn't rocket science in the sense that you don't have to, you're not going on CNN, but you should be practicing as if you were in a job interview. Nowadays, job interviews are held on Zoom, Skype, etc. So you have to say to yourself, okay, what's the body language? What's behind me? How do I make eye contact? You actually don't make eye contact to the person because it makes you look eye contact to eye contact because it makes it as if you're looking down, but you look up a little and it looks a little better. There is a lot of body language, etc., in these kinds of Zoom, Skype interviews. The other thing is think about, so it's like practice, right? And it's pretty interesting because you can do something that you're interested in. So then when you get on like I'm on now, you start to debate. Whatever you do, try your best not to read, right? Because if you read, you're just sitting there like this. People get their phone, they're like, hello, I'm doing this, blah, blah, blah. It's not that good. Be a little off the cuff like you're talking to friends, but at the same time, be a little well researched, right? So if you're saying, hey, I don't think we should be supporting Ukraine anymore, because we're spending, you don't have to have the exact amount, but do a little research and say, well, we've already spent, say, $3 billion, and it seems like it's never going to end, and we have problems at home, etc. So, you want to make a strong, erudite, cogent argument, but at the same time, you don't have to be citing, this Harvard research or etc. You're basically making your argument. And when you respond to someone in any debate you want, just, be respectful to that person. And this is a good amount of points. So you want to make sure you do it clearly. Also, you want to meet the time limit. So if it's a 3-minute debate, 4-minute debate, 5-minute debate, it literally says it in the title, you want to hit those 3 minutes. Now, a lot of people do like 14 minutes. They're very excited, love to debate and stuff, and I love having you. And that's perfectly fine. Will I listen and watch the 14 minutes? That's a long time. But if you go over, that's perfectly fine as well. Just don't do, if it says 3 minutes, don't do 2 minutes. It looks like you're just doing it off the, just to do it really quick, etc. You'll lose points. Also, there's more flexibility with the due dates on these debates. So unlike the discussion board, and particularly the quizzes where I put up the quiz lectures, it's always due usually on a Sunday. Try to get up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is okay, but try not to go crazy because they will lose points. And you don't want to accrue these debates. Well, that is, wait to the last minute and then you accrue a massive amounts of assignments to do at the end of an online class, because then it gets a little challenging. So you want to try to get it done before the class, is going towards the end. As far as the response, it's difficult to say when that is exactly due, because you're going to choose a person. So I don't know who you're going to choose. So you want to get it a couple days after that person uploads her or his debate. But the key here is practice making a student-centric course, make it a little interesting, because I do enjoy listening to the debates. And you write a lot in these courses, but I think political science is a vehicle also for you to learn to debate. A lot of you are going to get into different areas of work. Say you're going to study law, etc. You want to start practicing your arguments in a clear, cogent manner. Good body language, not like me where I'm all over the place, etc. So you definitely want to do the best possible debate you can. And if you take my empirical inquiry, I do the January 6th presentation. I also do a presentation on the documentaries, and those are very similar. You want to be able to answer the questions correctly, communicate in a cogent, erudite manner. And, and in the other courses, there's usually should we invade, for example. Look at this behind me. It looks like there's going to be a big invasion. So there's a lot of interesting topics, and I try to keep these as topical as possible. Obviously with the Ukraine crisis, there's always going to be a debate on the Ukraine. Now with the Gazan crisis, there's a debate on the Gaza. If you're in my, politics, global politics, that is national security, American foreign policy, etc. So these are pretty interesting debates. And then I wanted to end with another point really quick. I do get a lot of emails. You only choose one debate and then you do one response. And then the other point is I get a lot of emails. Oh, can I get a grace period on this or that? Like I say in the lecture on points and grades, you want to understand that that is the reason why my classes have over 10 points. Every class has over 10 points free. Some have higher levels, the more difficult ones, like empirical inquiry and political statistics might have 15, national security might have 12, etc. But you're getting over 10 points for free. You don't have to do anything for those points. They're woven into, I'm going to repeat this because I get a lot of emails, woven into the grade structure. So all you have to do is hit 100 points to get the A plus. And some people towards the end of the class already have 100 points, and I'll get an email. Do I have to do the final paper? I already have, an A plus, 100 points. You don't have to do the final paper if you've already got the points that you want, an A plus. So that's perfectly fine. You do not have to do anything else. Sometimes it's good to do and get over 100 points, because then if you ask me for a letter of recommendation later, you can say, hey, I got like 112 points in your class, 107 points. I can actually write that into the letter of recommendation and say, hey, this person got 107 points. He really, really fought hard in the class, did well for an online class. And that gets into something else about letters of recommendation. You want to do good debates, good papers, because, these are sometimes tough, these online classes, to get to know students, to get the best recommendation that you possibly can. You do not want a generic letter of recommendation. I'll be putting up a additional video on that. But I hope the debates are crystal clear. If you are a little lost on the debate and you're like, I still don't know what to do, it's just like this, what I'm doing now. But you can do it on YouTube, or you can just upload it in the discussion board if you don't want it on YouTube. So that's perfectly fine. You just put the MP4, is it a 3? I'm an old man, I don't know these things. Up in the discussion board, and it's not online or anything like that. It's just in the course. So that's perfectly fine too. And you can wait to actually watch someone's debate to kind of get a good idea. So thanks for listening, everyone. And I hope this clears up some key concepts of the courses. It's better to do these little small videos, short videos, although I can go on forever, some of than actually sending out announcements. Take care, everyone.